Johnny Manziel says, I'm going to hate them forever. Why?
What is free will? Definition. Free will is the ability to make choices that are not predetermined by prior causes or external forces. Core idea. It implies that individuals have the power to initiate actions and be the ultimate source of their decisions. And with that said, you now have free will.
All right, man, let me react to this video. This dude, Johnny Manziel, man. I don't know what's up with this dude, man. I really don't, though. Lately, he just been on some trash with the Browns and with Cleveland, so let's take a look at it, man.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry.
I hope y'all don't flag me neither, the Nightcap.
Johnny, we're going to get you out of here on this one. This clip from your Glory Days podcast has gone viral. Let's show the chat.
In my draft class, the Browns had 2 picks. With the 6th pick, we took Justin Gilbert from Oklahoma State.
Oh, you okay?
And I get the most wave of shit for being a bust and this and that. But I wasn't even the biggest fucking, and respect to Justin Gilbert, I love him as a human being, but we both flamed out. We both fucking struggled. He went 14, 15, 16 picks before me, so.
I ain't gonna lie. Justin Gilbert, super trash. I don't even know if he lasted. Well, yes, he did because he went to the Steelers. But he might. What's funny is he might have still played more years than Johnny in the football league. But I don't know. Let me let the video play.
I'm not even the biggest bust in my class from the Browns.
Damn, Johnny.
I was feeling some type of way that day.
Clearly.
Clearly.
You're like, hello, y'all killing me. But look, what about the guy that went top 10?
I mean, I wanted to be in that pick. That's what we're talking about going to Cleveland. I wanted to go to Cleveland at 6. I wanted to go to Cleveland 4, whatever the pick was. If you're going to send me to Ohio, at least send me with $20 million instead of 8. What the fuck?
Damn.
Here we go, man. Here we go again. The Cleveland slander, the Ohio slander. I'm gonna just let the video run a little bit though.
I'll love the Justin Gilbert look.
I
think from a Browns draft perspective from that year, Joel Bitonio is still playing and doing well for Cleveland right now. But it's all around miss. I think I will always be looked at and viewed at because of how much hype and media and everything that was around me and the city of Cleveland expecting me to be great and that ultimately not panning out. Listen, I sit here today and I go back and forth with, man, am I going to let Cleveland off the hook and just let it go? Or am I going to sit here with hate and animosity in my heart for the rest of my life? And I finally sit here today and I'm like, fuck it. I think I'm going to be pissed that I'm going to hate them forever. So it is what it is.
Why you pissed at the Browns in the city of Cleveland? Did you forget you called the GM, which was Ray Farmer? He was also some trash. You called him and said, let's wreck this league together. Draft me, let's wreck this league together. I think that was your exact words. So what did you mad? Why are you mad? I don't understand how you mad at the Browns. They didn't tell you not to study and not to take it serious. You didn't take your job serious, bro. But you mad at the city of Cleveland and the Browns? This dude crazy, man.
That's what it is, man. No love for the Browns. I'm rooting for 0-16 seasons every season.
Damn. John, let me ask you this.
Why?
As you sit here today, and after all the things you've gone through, we sat down a little over a year ago and we had a conversation, had a great conversation, and I think a lot of people got an opportunity to see you in a different light.
No, hold on, man. Hold on. I really want to know why he feel like this, though. On one hand, I don't care, but then on the other hand, it's like, bro, why? How are you mad at the Browns? I don't understand how you mad at the Browns. They gave you an opportunity. Obviously, you was slipping in the draft, obviously. So maybe nobody else was gonna pick. I don't know. I can't remember that far back. But the Browns drafted you. And you mad at them? And you gonna hate them forever? Why? I just don't understand that, man. That's stupid. That's like me putting in an application at a job. And then when they hire me, I'm like, man, I'm gonna hate y'all forever for hiring me. That don't make no sense. Let me see what else you gotta say though. This is crazy.
Knowing what you know now, you're back in that situation, but you know what you know now. What would you have done differently? Would you have done anything different leading up to the draft? Would you have done anything different in college? What are some of the things?
Probably take your job serious. That's probably what you should have did. I'm gonna just give you an answer. I mean, maybe you don't say that, maybe you do, but if you just take your job serious, you're still playing for the Browns right now. That was only 11, 12 years ago.
Things that Johnny would have done differently to make sure this outcome that we're talking about never happens.
Look, there was a moment in time, and we spoke about it on the podcast, was after that Oklahoma Cotton Bowl game, things changed for me, and I went from Johnny Manziel to Johnny Football. And, like, looking back on it now, when people ask me if you could go back in time and do it differently, there is that split moment in time, like, in the locker room after that game where my focus would have shifted to, let's get to national championship the next year. Let's get to San Diego and start training again and, like, get ready and geared up for the season, because we got Mike Evans returning. We got a bunch of guys on this team who can come back and make a real run.
Some actual football
that's
stuff.
That's one thing that just never sits right with me to this day.
Instead of partying.
But just like the untapped potential of the whole thing and the real opportunity. If I want to see Texas A&M win a national championship, well, that was a real opportunity for us. And it just didn't come to fruition. And, I sit here today and a lot of people will hear me speak. And as I tell stories and, I'm doing the podcasting stuff, people will always be like, I'm blaming stuff on other people, or I'm not accountable or anything like that. But listen, at the end of the day, everything that I've got in my life and that's.
Yes, that's right. Correct. You literally just said why people don't say nothing to Justin Gilbert for being a bust. You just try to put it on him. Justin Gilbert wasn't the quarterback, man. Duh, Johnny.
Happened to me throughout my football career is only because of one person, myself, and the decisions that I made as a man in this life. So, was Cleveland the best situation for me to go to? Did they help me knowing all the things that they knew about me with all the research and everything? Did they put me in the best situation? Absolutely not. It was not the right situation for me. But when it comes...
You called Ray Farmer and asked him to draft you to the Cleveland Browns. But what are you talking about? You called him. Why you ain't call some other team? Why did you call him? Maybe you forgot that part. This dude here, man.
Down to it, you take all of that aside, you throw it away, and you look in the mirror and you say, I let an amazing opportunity slip. It's on me. I'm the one that has to sit with myself every single night as I watch college football or watch NFL football and be like, damn, I would be in my 12th year. I would be X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
I'm the one that has to lay my pillow down, lay my head on the pillow every night and be like, that coulda, woulda, shoulda, but it wasn't. And at the end of the day, a lot of my life as I've been out of football has been like, what am I going to be able to do to find a spark, to be able to be happy, to be able to give me something like football did give me? And you know what? Maybe it wasn't meant to be for me. I didn't put in the time and the effort and determination that you need to be great, that both of you guys did for the sport. And that was just maybe my stupidity, my youth, or what it was meant to be. But nevertheless, I take accountability for everything and what it is.
You double talking. I mean, you got it right there. You know what I'm saying? You got it right there. Because all you had to do was just take it serious, man. See, I was going to do a video about how Johnny kind of really ripped apart the Browns. At that time, he really ripped us apart, though. And I don't know if a lot of people like realize it. Obviously, when you go to draft a quarterback, if the quarterback don't work out, it sets your franchise back, right? But Johnny was almost kind of special case, because Johnny, we had some very talented people here when he was here. We still had Josh Gordon, but I'm saying, like, the offensive staff. We had Mike McDaniels, the coach for the Dolphins. He was here on the offensive staff. Our offensive coordinator, his offensive coordinator, was Kyle Shanahan. That's who we had on the offensive staff, bro. Like, he had so much in his hands, man, that he just could have, if he would have just took it serious, there ain't no telling what the Browns could have became. Because I mean, we ain't gonna sit up here and lie. Johnny had talent. He could scramble. He was athletic. You know what I'm saying? He could throw. He could make any throw. You know what I'm saying? He ain't take it serious, man. And now he talking about he gonna hate the Browns forever. Why? Why? Like, that don't make sense, man. You mad at the Browns, and you should be mad at yourself. Like, I just don't understand it, man. But like I said, man, he had a lot at his disposal. Just imagine, because they fired Mike Pettin, and it's a chance, because I'm not remembering everything crystal clear, but I feel like I remember them saying they fired Mike Pettin. I know they fired him, but I'm saying they fired him because of Johnny. And then, if I'm not mistaken, Kyle Shanahan left for real. He left because of Johnny. Well, Johnny and the owner. It was like, because the owner pushed Johnny onto the staff. Because if you remember that year, we actually was doing good. We was in first place. We had beat I think we beat the Bengals? We beat somebody on Thursday Night Football. And we went to 7-4. And it's funny because Deion Sanders was saying, was on TV, because he did the broadcast that day. He was part of the broadcast team. He was like, pay that man. He was talking about Brian Hoyer. So after that, but after that game, the owner pushed Johnny Manziel on the staff. He forced them to put him in. And we didn't win another game. So all this animosity to the Browns, like, cut it out, bro. Like, it's your fault, dude. So whatever. But he got great sports takes. I do think he got a future in this in commentating and stuff like this, what he's doing with Shannon and Ocho. You know what I'm saying? And he probably upgrades, in the upcoming years to like SportsCenter or something like that. I can see that happening because he do got good sports takes. But chill out with this anti-Cleveland thing. We was behind you. But anyway, man, like the video. Subscribe, man. All right? And with that being said, I'm gone.